Husbands, this is a huge day for your wife if she's going through menopause. This is a huge day for your daughter if she hasn't gone through menopause. It's just a huge day for women everywhere on the planet because of what today represents. And not only what happened today, but the story of how we got to today. So the FDA decided they are going to remove the black box warnings on HRT, hormone replacement therapy. That's what your wife can take to get estrogen back in her system, back in her body. That's what's causing a lot of the things you're seeing, like mood swings, hot flashes, and a whole host of other things. That deficit, that's what HRT can replace. But women haven't been doing it because that warning said it can cause cancer, cardiovascular disease, heart attacks, and a whole host of other problems. But how it got there? Let me take you back to 1977. The FDA decides we're no longer going to do widespread medical studies on women of a reproductive age. That, for reference, is like all women, teens and up. And that goes on for like 20 years until 1993, when they finally started to do widespread medical studies on women. To give you an idea of how recent that is, the Backstreet Boys were coming on scene. The doctor your wife is going to see right now was not trained to help her on menopause in medical school because they were in medical school right when studies on women began. Think about that. But what's nuts is in 2002, the National Institute of Health did a $1 billion study called the Women's Health Initiative, and they took two groups of women. One group got estrogen, and the other group got estrogen and progesterone, because you can't just have estrogen if you have a uterus. You need progesterone to counteract it, or you could get endometrial cancer, and it's a whole nother topic. But anyway, they have these two groups of women, they have control groups, and what they found was a statistically significant decreased risk by 30% of breast cancer in the group that only got estrogen, and a slight increase, but not statistically significant risk in the group that got estrogen and progesterone. But what's nuts is the control group had an abnormally low risk, which made that slight increase seem even bigger. So now, this few doctors go into a room with a few other doctors, and they basically say, HRT is going to cause breast cancer, and here's our paper, here's our findings. And those doctors are like, well, hold on a second, like, we should look at this. But the doctors are like, no, we're good. And they just take it and go out to mainstream media, not even just pure articles and magazines, but mainstream media. Causes mass hysteria. Women who were on HRT and getting help from it stopped immediately. Doctors were too afraid to prescribe it. Women who could have gotten on it didn't, and for 23 years have suffered because of it. Until today. This is going to allow your wife to feel like she can safely, supported for the first time by the government, go get HRT and get herself back.